Rock fans, from wherever you are in the world, welcome back to episode 3 of the 2026 new album review show. Welcome to William, to Pete, to Trish, and to Simon. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, we are already flying this month. And we continue with a returning band, Lord of the Lost, a new album, Opvs Noir, Volume 2. Now, Volume 1 was an absolute cracker. It got to 4.2, and it got nominated, and it got into our top 20 albums of the year. So, will Volume 2 be a repeat of Volume 1, or has it come all a bit too fast and quick? Let's find out. Trish, then, you've seen this band. Have you not seen it? Have you seen Lord Lost? No. Okay. But it was your nomination, wasn't it? I think you picked this as a wild card, did you not?
Can't remember.
Oh, okay. Right. Okay. You've been not well. Let's. Right. Okay. What did you think?
Okay, so Lords of the Lost are returning with another bolt of lightning in musical form with Volume 2. Proving that the band is continuing to grow and deepen their sound. They may draw comparisons to Creeper due to their theatrical presentation. And yes, they are theatrical, but Lord of the Lost possess a strong individuality that sets them apart, so they can't really be compared. From the opening notes of Fall from Grace, you immediately know you're about to be taken on a dark, powerful and haunting musical journey. One of the standout aspects of this record is its use of industrial elements, a genre that hits my musical sweet spot recently. While it's not full-on industrial, they're woven into the tracks, giving them some atmosphere without overpowering them. Chris Harm's vocals are utterly hypnotic, carrying tones for me reminiscent of Vincent Price if the legendary actor could sing. It's dramatic, commanding, and really suits the album's presence. Standout track for me is Graveyard, doing exactly what that title promises. Great album.
Ooh, as good as the Volume 1, do you think? You're on mute.
We'll find out by my score.
Right.
Mystery.
Mystery. William?
Hello.
What do you think, buddy? A bit of industrial metal, but industrial metal is your cup of tea, or used to be.
Yeah, I like Rammstein. I'm basically just going to say exactly what I said about the last album, because I feel the exact same way about this one as I felt about part 1. It's just the same album, but again, isn't it? Except Graveyard, which has the Carrier, who's fun and cool in it. It's still fine. It's still good vocals. It's still good music. But for me, it's like there's nothing at all different about the last one, and to have gone from one album in 1 year to releasing the exact same thing less than a year later is just, there's not enough variation there to keep me interested. It's fine. It's a perfectly serviceable album, but it's nothing as super amazing or unique enough for me to be as engaged as I'd like to be.
I think that's the problem when you release an album. It's almost like a double album, really, isn't it? You know, and the question is, should it have been a double album? Because I do agree with you. It loses a bit of impact. Somebody who never loses impact, and that's Pete. What about you, mate? What did you think?
Unsurprisingly, I fully agree with everything Will just said. It is very bland, uninspired. We're just like great minds thinking alike. That's us. That's what we do. Yeah. So actually, I'm looking at the discography now because I was like, hey, these guys just released an album, and that's true indeed. And I was like, well, maybe they should have spent some more time making this album because I think it's lacking creativity and depth and variety. But then I realized like these last two albums, so Volume 1 and Volume 2 are the first albums of this band in like 4 years' time. So I think they did spend a lot of time making these two albums, but it doesn't really show. It's, what Will said.
What Will said. Just like, you just kind of this like twin, this reflection. Yeah.
And the thing, whenever one of us isn't able to make it, we can just put in a note with like what Will said or what Pete said, and that's just us. That's us done. Only one of us really needs to be here. We're both here because we want to both be here, just see each other. But yeah,
it certainly feels like that. Yeah, it feels like there's a doppelganger effect, doesn't it? Now, somebody who I would never suggest is a doppelganger because he's a unique. You could never have a doppelganger of Simon. Simon, Lords of the Lost. You really liked the first album, mate?
Yeah, I really did. And this is one of these cases where I'm thinking, did I listen to the same album the other guys did? Because like I agree a lot with what Trish said, but also like I felt like there's quite a bit of variety and like, interest in the album and in the lyricism. Did I listen to something different? But no. I don't think it's as good as their previous album, but I also, in fairness to the album and the reviewing, I've not spent as much time with the albums this month. And I usually do like to let things sort of like sink in and keep repeatedly listening to the albums just to get a good feel of them. Because I quite liked a few of the tracks, like "Would You Walk With Me Through Hell" and "Winter's Dying Heart" were both really good tracks. Like I said, I don't think it's as strong as Volume 1 because there is a repetition of sort of similar themes and styles to the first album, so it does lose out a little bit on that. But I thought it was quite good overall. I don't think. Did I listen to the same album? Did I? But yeah, I thought it was all right.
Oh, Simon, you didn't, Simon. You didn't. They're just heathens, Simon. They're just goddamn heathens. They're heathens.
We're giving you a beautiful opportunity here. Your panel is split down the middle. We got Will and me in one camp one day. You got Trish and Simon. So it's up to you, mate.
Oh, I'm with Simon and Trish. It's just a fantastic album.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant. Come on,
let's go to the pub.
It's a heavy. There is a bit more, and I disagree that it's got variety in there. I just don't think the variety in there was to your tastes. I think there was a little bit more theatrical edge to it than the previous album, but it was also similar. Did I think it was as good? I think it was. I just think that we just got used to that sound because it is essentially a heavy melodic kind of rock band with a bit more theatrical kind of rock into that as well. So it is an immersive album. They are an immersive band, both lyrically and storytelling. Raveyard was exceptionally, and I think hold on a minute. Sorry, got my notes here. The other one, and that was featuring somebody called Kaja.
Karja.
Is it? Oh, is that how you pronounce it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Finnish.
Her voice was just fantastic. And Please Break the Silence was equally good. And talk about. And you'll notice because we've got a returning band called Beyond the Black for next month, and they've done a duet with Beyond the Black, which is just so good, so good. So you can look forward to that as well. So was it as good as Volume 1? Almost, maybe not quite, but I think that's because I think this maybe should have been maybe a double album. It was similar, but certainly a lot of variety and certainly some fantastic. They are such a great sort of storytelling band, but you've got to take the time to listen. You have to. Unfortunately, that's the sort of music it is. It is an immersive band. But yeah, loved it. Fantastic. Really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. And I'm going to be a bit tougher with my fives this year. He says. I'll probably change my mind quite quickly. But anyway, let's find out, shall we? They got 4.2 the last time we reviewed them. Will they get above that 4 again? Let's find out then, shall we? Trish, let's start with you then.
4.5.
4.5. William?
Consistency is key. The same album gets the same vote. So it's a 3 again.
Indeed. Dom didn't like them. Oh, you only give them a 2. Pete?
Well, based on this, I actually can't believe I gave it a 3.5 for part one, but this one gets a 2.5.
Well, I you know what? That's fair enough. I give Simon. What did you give it?
A 4.
A 4. Okay, and I give it a 4.5. So again, I think everybody was slightly down, actually, right across the board, apart from William, who was very consistent from that perspective. We're going to drop Dom's 2, which gives it a score of 3.7. The same as Caskets. Actually, there we go. So he says, taking a look at his notes very quickly, which basically gives it a joint 7th place for the month and 254th all around out of 654 albums. So not as good as Volume 1, but a thoroughly good and enjoyable album, I think. Let's go with our two-word description. Let's finish off then. Trish, 2 words.
Dark and powerful.
Dark and powerful. Pete's describing you there, mate. What's your 2 words, Pete?
Oh, I wouldn't. Oh man, I should have thought about this. Lacking Germans. I don't know.
William?
Same again.
Same again, yeah, well, fair enough. I like that dark and powerful, that was good. Simon has disappeared, so my 2 words are heavy melodic. There we go. Right, thank you very much. What do you guys think? Give us your 2 words. Put it on the comments below. You don't have to write much. 2 words. Do you agree, disagree? You know, hit the subscribe button. Thank you very much for dialing in. See you again for the next one. Goodbye for now. Keep rocking.